dog. Yeah.
What is up, fight fans?
Fight
Again,
fans!
because this
Wrestling
is take 2 of
Wrestling
the stream
fans
tonight.
everywhere.
I am Johnny the Dad. This
and I'm
annoying
Angel
ass next
Fistballs.
Jet Warrior,
Captain Planet.
The sneaker guy.
aka Crazy Bedhead Man, leading our country in 2024.
AKA
Whoa, why
Baron
do y'all
Corbin.
keep throwing that in there, man? It's just
Dude,
my
what
new
you don't
hair.
got? Do you not have crazy hair, bro? Is
It's
that
just my hair, bro. It's
Okay,
just-
bro.
That's how I wake
I
up
just-
every morning.
It's
I
the new
wake up
me.
like this.
New year,
to
new
me. All
me.
right. Well,
Hey,
in
real quick,
case
can
you
I ask y'all a
missed it-
question?
Oh my god, sure.
No,
go
seriously.
ahead.
Have
2
you
inches.
guys ever had the chili cheese burrito from Sonic? Like the Frito pie burrito?
That sounds gross.
Anyways, we got a new sponsor.
It's delicious.
That's why
for
you were late.
Split Decision
I was
that we're
baffled
very
for it, yeah.
excited
Yeah, shit in your
about.
pants.
Can y'all shut up, please?
Yes, you-
Parts Unknown is a clothing brand that does the most fire wrestling merch you've ever seen. We have some shirts on the way. A couple of the guys are wearing their shirts right now.
Oh, that is a sick ass shirt, dude. Oh my god, that's a cool shirt.
shout out my boy Terry.
UPN, it has UPN on it. That's sick. The good old days.
And
Mhm.
yeah, Parts Unknown, run by Heel Turn Terry. Look up Heel Turn Terry on Instagram, spelled exactly how it sounds. And you can click the link to the Parts Unknown website in his bio, and you too can own some of this fire wrestling merch. Tyler, show him that Mankind shirt that's on the way to me.
Ooh, that is.
Cleto's got the Austin 316 shirt.
So this one was a Discord exclusive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that thing, man. I'm pumped for that.
Oh, that is nice. I would see myself benching 3.
Shout out to my glorious King Terry. That's
The
all I'm
glorious
gonna say.
king
I see
himself.
myself
Glorious
benching
King.
316.
That's my
with that
step
shirt
bro.
on.
So like we said, check out Heel Turn Terry on Instagram, and you can click the link to the Parts Unknown website in his bio, and you too can get some of this exclusive merch.
too.
But anyways, guys, this is what we're discussing. We're gonna go over some AEW highlights that our resident AEW hater, Angel Kicks Balls, was excited about, which is shocking news. Stop the
Angel.
press. Angel's gonna say something nice about AEW.
The floor is yours, Angel.
Oh, I didn't know I
I'm
was gonna
sure
be put
it'll
on the
be.
spot like this.
Yeah, I'm
but-
sure it'll be followed by shitting on them a bit, but
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was, watching some clips on YouTube, and it popped up. So I clicked on it, and after watching it, I shared it with the chat. It's rare for us to share anything AEW related without us shitting on it in the chat. So I just want to say it was a good promo. Britt Baker looked good. She talked good. Mercedes Moné seemed better. She's definitely getting
Overrated.
better. So yeah,
Sorry.
but
Allergies.
yeah, that promo was
Allergies.
good, man. To me, it stands out more than
The god awful minute of those two wrestling.
yeah. No, that was Soraya Page. So that was horrible. But I think that storyline is better than what they currently have with the women's title. With
Yeah,
Toni Storm and Mariah.
yeah, I care way more about Britt Baker versus Monet than I care about who's gonna win what should be the more prestigious title, but it's the one that's like losing its shine to the mid card title.
Which leads me to the
now.
next point of shitting on them. Why is MJF versus Will Ospreay closing the show before the biggest, pay-per-view of the year? And where's Swerve? What? Like, it feels like Swerve's in the back end, and he's your champion. Imagine putting Logan Paul and LA Knight ending the show before Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. Like, what? It's still good, but it's not the main event. So, and which brings me to my next point. Are they the main event for All In?
I think so.
Because that's
I
a
think-
major slap in the face to your AEW champion if they do. 'Cause that's
Now,
messed
I
up.
will say AEW has always kind of done. Now, I do think they have like forgotten about their champ in Swerve for a while now. But when it comes to placing the matches on pay-per-views and stuff like that, they've always kind of been all over the place. Like even when Kenny Omega held the title, like he would open the show or like be in the middle and then they'd have like
Yeah.
another match be the main event. I don't like that. But this is kind of par for the course for AEW. But you know, I think it'll be an okay show. They do pretty well on pay-per-views. So I think it'll be an okay show. I'm not overly excited about it like I would be for I'm more excited for Bash in Berlin than I am for
A house show.
All In, which Bash in Berlin is like not a big pay-per-view. So
Yeah, it's I am looking forward to that Acclaim, Young Bucks, and FTR match. Just because I wanted the Young Bucks to finally lose those titles.
Do we really think though that like we need to see MJF and Ospreay again after having like a really great match that I think all of us were like, okay, that was good, great. You know, MJF won as he should. Why are we immediately jumping into another Will Ospreay MJF? Like you're about to lose luster of two of the better wrestlers in AEW.
Dude,
and
that
just-
match almost broke that locker room apart.
It did break the locker room apart.
What?
Yeah,
almost-
with Britt Baker and
They were mad that they went an hour.
MJF's girl, yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that's what
That's
that
what
all
led
was
to Britt
about.
Baker's suspension or
Yeah,
whatever
she's
it
like,
was,
why,
a week off.
why are these guys going an hour? Like, don't they have enough screen time as it is?
Yeah.
which I will say, I'll say this. Y'all know I'm a huge Britt Baker fan. I think she's wrong on this one. You're not going to put a time constraint. I mean, loosely you will, but you're not going to tell Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes to hurry up and get out of the ring and get off the screen. And you're not going to say that to MJF and Will Ospreay either. They're the two most popular wrestlers that the company has. You kind of just have to, as much as I hate to say it about Britt Baker, because I do love Britt Baker, you gotta know your role here. And their role is to lead the company, and your role is to do well and lead the women's division. But I mean, you got to give the fans what they want, and the fans want MJF versus Will Ospreay more than they want anything else. That's why we're getting it again. So
I agree. I need to see who closes that show. Can I join, man?
Wow. Okay.
What's up,
That's
Kayla?
prison.
Shout out to Kayla's. Yeah, but it honestly, it's a little cool if you say it, because we're actually talking about AEW for once, and we're not actually shitting on it too much. But the numbers have gone down substantially, but hopefully they pick it up. We don't want to see all those wrestlers lose their jobs.
Have we confirmed the 4 that are jumping ship? Has that been confirmed yet?
Not yet. Did y'all guys know that Sammy Guevara came back?
Yeah,
He's on
the
Ring of
champion.
Honor.
Yeah, he's been
He's a-
back, and he's on
He's a
ROH.
champion.
That's crazy.
One
I
of the
love
very
Sammy
limited
Guevara.
titles.
I
He's from
love
Houston,
Sammy
too.
Guevara personally.
I
Do
just
we all
that's
think
crazy.
why he's on Ring of Honor is because of Sasha?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think about that. That might be right.
Explain that
politicking.
for the viewers, Cap. What those politics look like.
Well, Mercedes has full creative control over her saying, which is why she's probably double champ. And Sammy said some kind of not 2024 nice things about Sasha. That he
Right.
would give her the little
Grapes.
some some grapes, and yeah, I don't think that went over well with the company. So he went away for a while when she showed up, and everyone thought he was injured because he made a bad landing. So yeah, he went off, had a baby, came back. Now he's on the C show.
Yep. Fighting in front of like 100,000 viewers, a few thousand in the stand.
Yeah, about 1,500 people in the stands,
It's a
and about
downfall,
100,000 people watching TV, if that.
which is crazy because he was one of the pillars.
Yep.
And Jack Perry's on Dynamite.
Yeah. On another show that makes barely 184,000.
How the turntables.
But they made big stuff. Just remember that. They're getting a new show. Just remember that.
A new network.
Yeah.
Yes, another.
Everything's
fucking
fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Sorry.
I think everything will be fine if they do this Shane McMahon invasion. I'll tune in for that. So, and I think a lot of Attitude Era wrestlers that want to see another
Let's
You
go,
know,
baby.
du-
My bet just hit.
like-
Let's go.
another
Oh.
WCW versus WWF, I think that'll gain some viewership for them. So hopefully they can pull that off.
But once the McMahon sinks their teeth in,
Oh, they own you.
they own you. Tony's not going to have any say once a McMahon sinks their teeth in.
Which will be great for everyone.
Which
Then,
also
you know, Papa
Tony Khan
might come
sucks.
back.
just makes me think,
leave
like,
that dinosaur sex offender in the past. Just
But,
give a Shane.
hey,
We don't
Who you
want
talking
Vince.
about? Val Venus?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I just wonder if Vince and Shane do come back, like, do their fans like leave even more? Like, because those
Probably.
fans hate Vince McMahon.
They hate
They're
the
the-
McMahons.
Yeah, like whoever's watching AEW right now, like left WWE because of the McMahons. And if they come over there, like, that's I don't know how
But
that's
didn't
gonna
like half the people that left WWE left because of the McMahons, and they're over at AEW,
end. Dude,
and
Yeah.
now the McMahon is coming back, possibly.
the
rumors.
irony.
Rumor has it.
So I'm just saying, man, we'll see. We'll see.
Indeed, we shall. Time will tell.
All right, so let's get into the subject at hand today. What is, and we can go individually here. What is y'all's favorite storyline currently going in all of professional wrestling? But let's be real, we're all WWE guys here, so I'm assuming all these are going to be WWE storylines. But what's y'all's favorite ongoing story in wrestling right now?
I'll start it off. My favorite story is Judgment Day. Just because I'm a fan of every person on there except for JD. Everyone but JD.
Fucking Lord
Justice
Farquaad.
for Justice for
Lord.
JD.
Lord Farquaad.
Lord Farquaad.
I'll say this. I saw a tweet that was it was from a house show, I believe. And the selling that JD McDonough did after they laid him out in the ring, and he flipped out of the ring and landed on the floor. That was good. That was probably the best thing I've seen JD McDonough do.
While
So-
I'm here, I just saw the clip of the thumbnail. Beautiful. Best one
thanks.
so far.
Thanks,
I think
buddy.
Civil War was pretty good. All right. Who's
Me
next?
and Tyler got in a very long argument over the font of the
It's perfect. I need that.
Great.
whatever.
Great thumbnail.
Hey, great choice on font, John.
Yeah. All right, Tyler. I did everything else. You chose the font. All right. You did the easiest part. So why don't you shut up?
I need to buy me that.
like this.
I need to buy that Dirty Dom shirt. I need-
But
always smile.
where do you see the Judgment Day going? Because you got Finn, JD, Dom, Liv, and JD, yeah, and then you got Rhea
gonna do
and
A Finn Ballard and
Don't
Damian
forget
Priest,
Carlito.
and
Damian
Carlito.
Priest cage match. That's where we're
Yep.
ending this thing.
But who do you see joining the other guys?
I don't think anybody's
won't.
going to join personally. I think it's
That's
going
how
to
they're gonna-
stay as the Terror Twins.
Terror Twins.
And
That's how they keep pace.
But the reason I love where this storyline is going, specifically how it went this past Monday night, is this is the despicable, like, I don't know, almost gangbanger-esque, version of the Judgment Day that I've wanted since Edge was there. Like, this is what I've wanted the whole time,
This is
and we're
rated
finally
R
getting it.
Judgment Day.
It's like I could do without JD McDonough, even though he had that good sell. Maybe things are looking up for him. Maybe I'll start
Tag team
giving a
champion.
shit. Carlito is still very lost in there to me. Like
Very
he's
lost.
like just seeing, and I like Carlito.
More
but
out of
it
place than
just
JD, in my opinion.
I agree. I think JD fits more than Carlito does.
He's like the guy in the back. Like remember, like on Karate Kid, like they had like all the cobras. He's like one of the back cobras, right? Like you never know his name. He's just like Cobra number 3, like on like the credits.
Yeah, like I feel like, why couldn't you let R-Truth in then? If you're just gonna throw Carlito in, why didn't you just throw R-Truth in
Because
there?
he's too funny.
But I mean, other than that, I don't feel like that hurts the story necessarily. I just feel like it doesn't add anything to the story. But I like
know
where
what
they're
they-
headed.
You know what
Give
they
me-
need though in Judgment Day, and I'm surprised they haven't done this, is they needed a giant. Like put Braun Strowman or somebody like that in there.
Give me Judgment Day versus
Damian
Wyatt
Priest, a
Six.
giant.
I think Damian Priest and Rhea were kind of their giants. But I actually like this version without them, of being like the
Scrappy.
yeah, because they're
Fighter.
not necessarily like an intimidating group, right? They don't have a Braun Strowman. They don't have like a big, huge wrestler. But what
Bronson
they do
Reed.
have is
An enforcer
uh,
like Solo Sikoa.
Yeah, dude.
yeah,
An intimidator.
yeah. they don't have that. But
Yeah,
what
Dom.
they do have is like this grimy, like it's the same. Like, think about, this is how I view it. Think about like if you're in Los Angeles or Los Angeles, Chicago, New York, like the big scary cities that people always talk about, right?
Now. Okay.
Well, I'm saying that those are the cities that are always portrayed in movies and TV as having like the gang activity, right? Tyler, shut up, dude. But none of the people like in those gangs individually are necessarily intimidating. They're usually like scrawny teenage kids or whatever. But then when they all get together, you're like, I shouldn't be here. They're like, these people are gonna fuck me up. And that's what I feel like with the Judgment Day is like, it's not an individual thing. It's like collectively they're gonna hurt somebody, but individually on their own, none of them are overly impressive, except for Finn Balor. But
not hurt somebody like Nia Jax.
yeah, that not literally put somebody out of work. But I mean, am I off on that? Is that the vibe y'all are getting from this?
Yeah, they're like in an 80s like those movies where you've got like the like very obvious like you know, like bad kids. Like that's
Yeah,
what
like
they are.
you are the troubled youth.
Yeah,
Like, these are-
exactly. Yeah, that's what they are. They're like, lived chewing bubblegum weight like the Breakfast Club. It's
I would go more
Bender.
Warriors, less Breakfast
Warriors.
Club.
Yeah. But it'd be like for Breakfast, a Bender for Breakfast Club. It's like a gang of them.
Yeah, and can I say also on Monday,
Great movie.
um, Liv looked great. That's the best I've seen her look in a while, and she wasn't even like geared up and in an actual match, but like when she hit her finisher on Rhea, it's like why did that move look so good then, and you're running around in high heels and jeans than it does when you're geared up and in an actual match? Because when you're geared up and in an actual match, I typically don't like that move. I don't think it looks very good.
It's the same thing we've talked about with the Bloodline. I think it's because she was being told to be that way. Now she's like, I look at her. Do you remember back in the day, like in Tiger Woods? Did you ever play that game? Like the Tiger Woods games? They used to have
that sounds really lame.
Okay, they used to have like a thing where it was like Tiger Woods, but then they had Super Tiger.
No, I
Like,
wasn't rich.
yeah, it's funny. Anyway, they had a thing where it was like
Privileged.
Super Tiger, and I look at like Liv right now. It's like she's like Super Liv, like she's
Super liberal.
cracked out of her mind right now with like her abilities because she's on this like just tear against Rhea. She's got like the guy, like she's in this like euphoric state as a wrestler in her character.
And she made it believable that she was actually beating down Rhea Ripley.
Yes.
Which, if you told me that a month ago, like, oh, Liv Morgan's gonna beat down Rhea on the outside, and they're all gonna like, she's gonna make, Damian Priest watch while she beats the crap out of Rhea,
That was
I'd
cool.
be like, how the hell are they gonna pull that off? But it worked. It looked good. It was like, oh, this is cool. Like, so I think I like where they're going. I like it a lot. And most of that is because of Dirty Dom. I think Dirty Dom
So dirty.
My
is
goat.
he's must-watch TV right now. Like,
Dude, I just
you
want-
have to see what
Wow.
he's gonna do.
I just want him
So-
to bulk up a little bit and give him a world title run. I don't care. I said it. Bulk up a little
What
bit.
about like Dom versus a CM Punk type of thing? That'd be freaking
Ooh.
dope. That'd be pretty good.
Dude, him versus a lot of people, honestly.
Yeah.
What
Just want
I
him to bulk up a little bit.
Him
what
versus
I
RKO.
want out of we were asking like, where is this going, right? What I want out of this is specifically for Dom because right now he's playing the character perfectly of the grimy like guy that you're not scared of, but he's lucking out because he's friends with the right people, right? But he's not intimidating. What I want this to end up as is like him taking this character one or two steps further to where he's still grimy, he's still Dirty Dom, he's still like so easily hateable, but to me, he doesn't even have to bulk up or anything. It's like a confidence thing. He gains this kind of confidence of like, yeah, I can go take on I can go take on LA Knight by myself, and like, or I can go take on
Yeah.
whoever, and it be believable because he's that confident and he's also fights that dirty that you're like, yeah, he shouldn't beat LA Knight, or he shouldn't beat I don't know,
Him and
name-
Logan. Him
yeah,
and Logan.
he shouldn't beat Logan, or he shouldn't beat all these people, right?
KO.
He fights so dirty that you're like, he's always got a shot because he's gonna do something that's messed up. That's what I want moving out of this. So
You know, with all his tattoos, you think he'll be intimidating, but you know, he gives me Pete Davidson vibes.
Mm.
Because he's
Why
so
not?
scrawny.
See, I think one of the things that's made Dom better here going forward is, I mean, him with Liv, his on the mic already sounds better because you're getting the confident guy. Like we've talked about We've called this from like the beginning. That's the things like you should be watching what we're saying because we have called a lot of this stuff. And we said from the very beginning that Dom was going to immediately start like impressing people, especially on the mic, because he was going to start taking it as it's Daddy Dom, not Mommy Dom. And that's different. Like it's going to be a different persona, a different attitude. It may be like, in a sense, visually the same person, but his gimmicks changed. Like whether people like realize that, like the gimmicks changed because the personality's changing to a more confident, stepping into like this leader role versus this follower role.
Oh, Daddy Dom.
And I think that it's going to be interesting to see how Finn handles that. Like, not that I think it's going to be a power struggle. It's going to be, I think, Finn wanting him to take that role and Finn being like, you're destined to do this. Let me show you how to be more evil than what you've ever seen.
Quick question.
That's what I want to see. Give me Demon Finn turning dark.
How do y'all feel about two Civil Wars going on right now?
Between Bloodline and Judgment Day, I don't mind it.
Two Civil
I
Wars?
don't mind it. I mean,
It's
yeah,
like,
essentially.
It's the
I don't
exact same
view it that
storyline,
way.
kind of.
Yeah,
Well,
but I
except
don't-
for there's one main guy, and then these guys are we're all equals. It's
You
kinda
got the
different.
Judgment Day, and then you have freaking like they kicked them out. Like that's how I look at it. Like they kicked Rhea and Damien out. The other one is a literal civil war. Like
They
you
kicked
have
out Roman.
they didn't kick out Roman. Roman left and they took over. That's the difference to me. And he's coming back and they're like, no, you're not going to have it. I think it's a little different. To
Are
me.
we ready to transition into the Bloodline conversation here?
Oh yeah, because I was telling you guys on Friday or over the weekend about what I saw.
Tell us what you saw, Angel.
Well, does Cleto or Kat want to talk about it? I feel like I've talked enough. You guys want to?
Knock it out.
Well, what I saw this Friday is Jacob is our guy. He's the guy. He's getting set up to be the guy in the future because he alone. Well, let's say Roman Reigns took out the Bloodline by himself. All three of those guys, and then Jacob came in and beat up Roman by himself. When's the last time you saw one person beat up Roman Reigns like that? Besides Brock Lesnar, maybe.
Yeah, it's been that long since. But I agree with you, and I'll take it a step further. I think that we're going to look back on this whenever this storyline, if it ever ends, whenever it's finally over. I think we're going to look back on it and be like, oh, Jacob was the true villain the whole time. It was never Solo. And because here's what I see happening next, which I could be way off here, but this is just where my brain is going.
Closet through a table.
So I think that Roman is going to beat Solo at the next pay-per-view, and maybe they do another one after that, maybe they don't. But he's going to beat Solo, and I think Solo is going to acknowledge, you know what? You beat me. You're stronger than I thought you were. You're the tribal chief. Here's the Umafala or Ulafala, or I'm screwing that up, but
Ala Lufa.
The Lufa.
yeah, something like that.
Take my loofah.
But like you're the tribal chief. I'll submit to that. Whatever. Let's go back to being the normal bloodline, right? And then I think Jacob is gonna say he's not gonna acknowledge that. And the storyline is gonna be that Roman kept certain members of their family out of the bloodline for so long, purposely, that now Jacob is like, I'm not going back to that. You didn't want me to be a part of your bloodline. I'm not going to be part of it. So it's then gonna be Jacob. I think he then brings in Zilla. I think he then brings in their other brother. I know we've talked about him before. Um, the tall one. Uh, I forget.
Tonga?
Tonga. Um, so I think he's then gonna do that, and he's gonna go into this. I think we're gonna get like a mad, crazy version of Jacob, even more so than we already have, and it's gonna be a real problem
Yo,
for
shout out
everybody.
713 Sports. Hey, appreciate it, bro. We haven't even talked about this yet. John, real quick, if you want, we want to call this out. We will be Friday at Carbot Brewery, competing in the Rock the Mic for ESPN 97.5. So y'all tune in for that. 713 Sports is also one of the great creators we're going to be competing with. So yeah, man, good luck to you as well. Appreciate it, man. Checking us out.
Loser goes to the table.
Loser goes to the
Hey,
table.
just remember, if you ain't first, you last.
Yo.
And that's the bottom
Trademarked by Ricky
line.
Bobby Inc.
Ricky Bobby.
Trademarked by Ricky Bobby Inc. Can't be used without.
But
Sorry, John.
what do y'all think about that? Y'all think that sounds dumb? You think that's something y'all be interested in, or what?
I don't know, because the problem in that is, how do you make The Rock continue to look like the final boss in that situation? Because we all know this is going to lead to The Rock coming out as the leader, the true leader of that.
Well, very very easy. You could have if we want to put The Rock in there, which I did overlook somehow, but yes, he definitely does have to be in there. So,
I guess you're right, though, because I would be more interested in seeing something. Because, to be honest, the freaking Tongas, we don't freaking care. Like, we don't care about them.
The all-in being goal is Rock Roman WrestleMania.
Yes.
So
but
why not have Jacob be like, you didn't want me in your bloodline, but he did. And then The Rock comes out and it's like, yeah, I'm the one that called all these guys here. Solo was never running the show. It was always me.
Because
Like-
I like Rock, Jacob, and Zilla. That I'm interested in.
As a faction?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you
Like,
can have that.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm in saying that I'm walking back my own opinion. I like that a lot, actually, because I think Jacob on his own is going to have a successful singles run when this is all said and done. I think so. Whether that's undisputed, which I think this is a rare case, somebody coming on this early out of nowhere. I say out of nowhere. Obviously, Jacob has a long-standing history with multiple promotions, but here in the WWE specifically, when was the last time we had someone come in again, completely like not going through NXT and catching us, hitting you in the face with, this guy could literally beat anyone on this roster? I don't remember somebody.
Someone posted this on Twitter, and I'm like, damn, I'm excited for this. One day we're gonna get Braun Breaker versus Jacob.
I was just about to say that.
That's crazy.
That I'm calling it right now.
My
That
ovaries are
will
trembling.
be a WrestleMania main event one day. Will be
And it will
Braun
be an
Breaker
all-timer.
versus Jacob Fatu for the WWE strap.
Two
Like,
absolute
Reinforce that ring.
insanely agile aerial guys like that. You would, I mean, that's, my mind just gets all freaking crazy thinking about all the moves that would be done in that match.
You got too much fizz on you, bro.
Horny.
I think
Oh,
that
the
one.
fizz.
That one's got to be like a. Give me like a street fight or something in that where they. I
Even
know
him
that's
versus LA Knight will be good. Randy,
Mm.
possibility.
Randy and Jacob would be.
that would be electric.
That would be electric.
It's a lot of testosterone going on right now because of that.
But what Cap, there's another storyline going on right now that is must-watch TV that you wanted to talk about specifically. So why don't you give us your takes on good old CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre?
Yeah, this thing is heating up. It's probably one of their better storylines they've done in a while, but I see some stuff happening. It's going on, it's getting built and built, and something is burning inside one of these fighters. Possibly we could have AJ come back, of course, but I've been hearing music like every time I turn my car on and I drive to work, and this one song comes on every single time, and it's just burning into CM Punk. What if all this comes to fruition and Drew McIntyre's out there and he's waiting on CM Punk and we all hear this?
The old CM Punk song.
You know that's the number one. That's number one right now on their WWE Spotify.
That's why I've been thinking, what if all this comes to fruition and the Fire Burns comes playing through the stadium on their Bix next PLE? What if that happens? What would this crowd do? And he comes back with his old shagged hair, his old gimmick.
Well, I don't think he can grow his hair out that quick.
His hair's long, bro. He just slicks it back. It ain't short.
Does he come back with like the
Lip rings.
snake bites and
You never know.
I don't know. He tried to do the old Trunks in AEW and it didn't look great, but he has bulked up since his AEW
Yep.
stint. What if he comes back with his old basketball shorts? Gave us like some KO
EC.
vibes.
ECW days.
I'm just
Yo,
saying,
what's up?
what if that
Mustang?
happens?
Mustang.
It could be a
And
big
he's-
possibility.
And he's escorted to the ring by AJ
Or
and his dog.
Paul Heyman.
And his dog, Larry.
Paul Heyman.
Can I point out how funny that one line from CM Punk was?
Yes.
I am the Taylor Swift for men.
but he wasn't wrong.
He's not wrong.
He was not wrong. I do want to get a bracelet now with CM Punk's name on it.
I
You know what
think-
that means, right?
I don't know.
Good.
If he sees you in public, he can
Oh,
have his
his-
way with you.
Whoa, whoa.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
So I'm moving to Tyler Boyer then on my bracelet.
Yo, whoa!
Whoa! Hey, yo!
Hey, take it easy. It's a family show, bro.
I'll put a split decision on it so everyone. Or
It
no?
was.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought after 10 it was after hours.
Oh, he's right. It's after
Right,
11. It's
right.
after hours.
Fuck you guys.
You know what we should do? We should do a merch line of bracelets that say split decision on them.
Yeah.
Violence,
Just like-
violence is always the
Yeah,
answer.
split decision friendship bracelets.
And on the other side, it says split decision here. Then you flip it over. It says violence is always the answer.
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang.
Bang,
Oh,
yeah,
bang,
bang, bang, gang.
bang.
What's up,
Well,
Ford Mustang?
Yeah. But I see that happening. It could be a big thing.
Oh, we got some
Yeah.
interaction in the comments. Let's talk to the
Let's
boys.
see. But who would Drew bring? So
Yeah,
if that ends
let's-
up happening,
Okay. How about this?
about
What
you,
about
Brock?
Lyra Valkyrie?
She's a baby face, but
yeah, she's a babyface. You got to find a
Turn her
heel.
heel. What about one of the what's her name? Is it
Oh,
Ivy?
Dewdrop. Oh.
Is it
No,
Ivy?
yeah, no. I'm closer with Cleto here. What about Piper Niven?
is she
They're
with
both
Chelsea right now?
they're
Oh,
both Scottish. They,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Piper
Oh, man.
Niven is, in my opinion, like one of the more capable female wrestlers in that mid card of WWE that I think is not like super underrated, but a touch underrated. Like,
There's a few women in NXT as well. I don't know who, any of them are Scottish that could pull up. Maybe.
I
By the
can
way-
see it being Lyra, and Lyra and AJ Lee are roughly the same size, so that would
Bruh.
like
perfect
Make
answer
more
is the
sense.
NXT champion. That's like,
Roxanne?
yeah, she's like AJ
Uh,
Lee's little project. She's like, she calls her mom
Yeah, but why would she go against her?
because she's the champ. She's the
because she
heel,
wants to be better than her.
and I'm better than you. That's
Or do you think this is where we get Becky back?
I was a heel. That'd be crazy.
Ooh, I
That
would
is
love to see. I
interesting.
would
That
love
would
to
be
see a
interesting.
heel turn Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
That would honestly be really cool if they could pull it off.
And the whole Seth storyline's there too already. So I don't know. Maybe
'Cause
Seth's gonna be out for a while here.
Seth doesn't like CM Punk. Becky could come in.
What about one of
But
the
Seth
tag
doesn't like
team?
Drew either.
Yeah.
What about
So
the
that
tag
would-
team? The women's tag team champs right now, aren't
Ah.
they Scottish?
I could not care less about
I know that.
Fire and Dawn.
Just saying.
More like Fire and Yawn, am I right?
Oh.
Because they suck. That was the
Oh, is
joke.
that-
Because
oh.
they're not very good.
Piper dethroning Nia Jax. Yeah, it'd be some big media women going at it. That they wrestled before and it was pretty good. It was not bad. It was not bad.
They wrestled before, and y'all know, if you've been watching the show, you know all of our feelings about Nia Jax. We are not Nia Jax fans.
No.
But what Cleto is a big Nia Jax fan. But whenever we saw Piper and Nia, it was clear. Like, there was no question on who was better. Like, Piper Niven is way better than Nia Jax. She shows like, okay, you want to have like your giant in the women's division. You backed the wrong horse on this one. It should have been Piper Niven. Y'all screwed up by letting Vince McMahon make her into Dewdrop and like making her like insignificant and like unimportant when she's always been better. She's better on the mic too.
That
Talking
segment
about
with
Deuce Drop.
the segment with Nia and
Dropped the deuce
Tiffy
earlier.
and Mia. I don't want to say her last name wrong. Mia
Mention.
Chin.
Mission.
That's pretty
Mission.
good, dude.
Yeah,
when Mia came in there with the candlestick and she hit Nia, I've never moved so fast. I've never seen her move so fast to get out that ring. She moved quick. I was like, damn, she got some speed on her. She got out that ring.
I don't like how they're using. I don't think that the Tiffany Stratton like
I hate
turn
that so much. I'm glad you
turn
said
and
that.
using the Money in the Bank briefcase can
Bow
come
down to
soon
me.
enough, because like I do not like how she's being used right now. It's corny. It's
But I think
like-
they have to draw it out, like, because and I just sent y'all something, and I like this. Having Charlotte debut here in the next few months to go after Tiffy, and have Charlotte Tiffy as your WrestleMania main event.
Battle of who has the best moonsault.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tiffy's gonna become the pretty big baby face when she turns on Nia, and I think it's gonna be a build up for that.
Yeah. Even it's like how we hated the Judgment Day build up for so long. We're like, oh my god, dude, like how long is this gonna go on? And now we're like, oh yeah, like I feel like it's gonna have that same effect.
I hope so, but it's also like, even though with the Judgment Day, I'm still not a huge fan of Damian Priest. I don't like JD McDonough or whatever. I still had more faith that like, okay, they'll make good TV, whether I like them or not. They'll make good TV that like will be fun to watch until this story actually goes somewhere, right? I don't have the same faith in Nia Jax that she's going to make good, watchable TV. Look at what it was on Monday night with that coronation ceremony with
That was terrible.
with Pretty Deadly in there, which like, oh, that's a whole nother thing to get into. Pretty Deadly is actually a halfway decent tag team whenever they were in NXT. They were like, they're actually pretty talented in the ring. And then they got up to the main roster and they're like, oh, let's just really double, triple, quadruple down on y'all are just the LGBTQA alphabet soup guys. That's what y'all are.
But it hurt them that they got injured
and
too right away.
Yeah, and when it's like these guys were actually talented and could do some like cool stuff, and now you've just made them into a joke, and they are this character and they are nothing else. And it was bad TV until Mi Chin came in there with the kendo stick. It was bad TV up until that point.
I have a feeling Naya's gonna be a dominant champion because I don't see anybody that could beat that strong lady.
I don't know, man. I think we also forget there's so many people, like so many women that are either one in a storyline right now that's going to eventually end, and then that aren't here. Like again, Charlotte's not here, making her way back. Like Alexa Bliss is going to be in the Wyatt Six whenever they come back. That's another big superstar. You've got Rhea right now that's tied up in a feud with the Judgment Day thing. That I mean, she's going to go after a world championship again, and I don't think that it's just going to be focused on Liv.
What's that? Bianca and
Jade. One of them are going to go on a run. Are you telling me that Bianca is going to? They're literally going to just shelf her? Because that would be the dumbest thing they could do. She'll eventually pop out and do something. And then you've also got Bailey, who just fell. That's going to have to be in a storyline. So I think we forget. And then again, Lia Valkyrie, who we all love here, that we have yet to see. And that's not even talking about all the talent that the women's division has in NXT right now. There's at least 4 girls that I think could immediately come up to the roster and get put into a storyline and kill it.
Shout out Sky Ruka. She's one of them.
Like Petrovic.
But no, but I think
Parker.
that you could run a multi-PLE storyline, but a very simple one between Bianca Belair and Nia Jax for the title. Because to me, that is her most legitimate threat other than Tiffany Stratton with the Money in the Bank briefcase, which, you know, she historically they want to hold on to that for a little bit. I get that.
Right.
But her most legitimate threat to me is Bianca Belair, somebody that can match her in strength, but is also faster, also better in the ring, also really good on the mic, loved and adored by the fans. Like, she's your natural babyface to Nia's natural heel. And even if Bianca Belair takes a couple of losses to Nia Jax, it's like Nia Jax is such a, like, perceived as such a giant and dominant and all that, that I don't think it hurts Bianca. I think you can just run it back at the next PLE.
You know, like, unfortunately, what I feel like we're gonna get in saying all of this, because this is just seems to be what they like to do whenever we get an
Cargill versus
battle of the freaking misstep. Like, but what they always do this, I feel like, when we have an opportunity to get Bianca in something here lately, they go, "You want Naomi? That's who you want. You want Naomi." And then all of a sudden we've got Naomi competing for a championship, and we're like, wait a second. Why are you here?
That's exactly right. It's always like,
they gotta pay off that contract.
We know what you want. You want
Naomi.
You want.
Turn
we
up
know
the
what
lights.
you want. And
Turn
they're
up the lights.
We're like, yeah, finally they're gonna give us Bianca, and they're like, we know what you want, you dirty dogs. You want Naomi? Son of a bitch. We did it.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. They did this last time. We were like, oh, Bianca, like she's gonna get another opportunity. Who was it? Was it Bailey?
Yeah, Bailey. They gave it to
her. And they're like,
Bailey just gave it to her. She's like, oh, Naomi, you're back. Here's the title.
Naomi, come here, give me a hug because I won. Let's be friends. And let's have a little patty cake match. And then hug afterwards because we're such good friends. God, dude, that was the most cringy match.
While we're on the subject of Naomi, that I can't remember is she on SmackDown or Raw? I don't
SmackDown.
I don't even remember. This past
SmackDown.
week on SmackDown, when she went up against Blair Davenport, who's fresh out of NXT, that match sucked. It sucked. Just flat out, there's nothing else you can say about it. That was not a good match. Neither one of them looked good, but I put more of the responsibility on Naomi as being the vet, that, like, yeah, of course, Blair Davenport's, like, she has more of an excuse to not look great. She's just fresh up from NXT, but it's like Naomi should have been carrying her through that match to make her look good, and that didn't happen. They both looked bad. That match was borderline unwatchable. It was as bad, Angel, as the match you sent me between
Oh my!
Saraya and Tony Storm. It was as bad.
that
Maybe
that was a horrible 2 minutes.
honestly, maybe worse because the match went it went over 10 minutes.
Oh,
So
I
like
think they were doing Becky Lynch and Bailey, no? In that match.
I do want to bring up the
they were
point.
what?
They were imitating Bailey and Becky.
I think so. I don't know what they
I looked in the comments and someone had posted a clip of Becky and Bailey doing the exact same thing. Like it was
but
the
it was
same.
probably better.
Yes,
Like,
it looked better.
But I do want to say I did like that SmackDown had 2 women segments because a lot of people were commenting, "Oh, Roman's back. There goes the women division in SmackDown." In the first 2 weeks, they cut a lot of the women's time, but now we had 2 segments for the women, so that theory's out the window.
yeah, but they need to make the segments good segments. Like, that's kind of like, to me, that's what AEW does, is like, oh, you want women's wrestling? We're going to give you women's wrestling, but it's not good women's wrestling. It's like, no, you have the talent to make it good. Give me 2 good women's wrestling segments per show at least, but don't just throw them in there. Oh, we got to check the box and do a women's match and it sucks. Like, no, give me good women's wrestling. That's what the fans want.
When do we think? Oh, I wanted to bring this up. When do we think Alexa Bliss is coming back, and what are y'all thinking about the Wyatt Six so far? Because I saw a picture. I don't really, like I said, I don't really care about the Wyatt Six, but I saw a picture with what's his real name? But I just know him as Bo Dallas. Bo Lee.
Tyler.
He
Uncle
looked
Howard?
jacked, dude. Like he had some muscles on him. He looked jacked when he did that finishing move. He looked jacked. He was doing a Sister Abigail, and like his muscles were sticking out. His triceps were sticking out. I was like, all right, he put in some time in the gym. I like that.
One of y'all want to take this? What y'all's thoughts are on the Wyatt Six? I mean, I'll go.
Go ahead.
I am still holding out that I think that the lead up to the Wyatt Six was really good, especially once we got into those videotapes and those interviews. I think they were really good. What I don't necessarily like that they went after like a mid card guy in Chad Gable. I really like Chad Gable. I think he's really talented, but it's like he's a mid-carder, at least right now. He's a mid-carder. And for them to come in and make like a huge splash, I would have wanted them to go after somebody bigger, somebody that's maybe in the main event picture, somebody that's going to have more of an impact. That being said, I like what they've been doing so far. Like every time that the lights go out, the smoke machine comes on and all that, like, all right, it's the Wyatt Six. I'm ready to see what they're going to do. I just want to see it matter more, which I think we will get in the future. But that's what I want to see, is I want to see it matter.
Salute from the roundtable game. Salute.
HMO.
Ooh.
Is this another one of our competitors?
No,
The Roundtable Gang? Okay.
not that I'm aware of at least.
Gang
Well,
gang to gang gang.
Shout out
Bang, bang.
Roundtable Gang. Tyler, what are your thoughts on the Wyatt Six currently?
I think that so two things. I think the problem with the Wyatt Six and why they're not getting enough attention is that no one really cares about Chad Gable with everything else going on. I think that's the biggest issue.
I was just talking about that.
Yeah,
Confirm
I
your
think
Carter.
Gable's time isn't now. Like I know a lot of people want to compare him to Angle. I don't think he has that presence.
I think I like Chad Gable. I think he's got a bright future, but I agree with you. I don't think that future is right now.
No, yeah. I'm just saying, right? Like
I think more
Abel
people
will-
were. I'm sorry to cut you off. I think more people were interested in the story with Otis and
Yes.
Chad Gable, not the Wyatt Six and American Made or whatever the fuck it's called.
yes.
Which it's like,
And that's another. I'm glad you brought that up, Cleto, because that's something that really bothers me about this. Is who the hell asked for American Made? Like that, you cannot convince me that faction, because we watched it happen. That faction was solely put together so that Chad Gable could have a beef with the Wyatt Six, because it wouldn't have made sense for them to keep the Alpha Academy because they already had their infighting. So why would they have Chad Gable's back? But like, there's no substance to American Made. It's like, why would we care? It's not like they have this long-standing relationship. They just got together a couple weeks ago, so who cares? Like that.
Which makes you who cares about the Wyatt Six then if they're going after people that we don't care about?
And I think that's the problem. And round table gang, tell us what your favorite storyline right now is. We want to know what your favorite storyline is as I continue on this. To your point, Angel, like, where is it going? Like, if one of the things that you're telling me that the reason why they did this is because it's been a while. Let's be honest. And some of all these guys have been the Wyatt Six, like the Wyatt family. It's been a while since they've been in the ring on WWE prime time. That's fine. And Gable's an easy target, easy to get over on Gable because of where he's at. That I can understand. But you got to let Gable go because you set up multiple people in that opening, like however many week long it was, whenever they basically opened it up officially with everyone being dead in the back. Like, I would care more if Jey Uso was one of the ones getting like gone after.
well, I think when it was presented, that's kind of like what we were under the impression that it was going to be, that they were going to be, attacking
Everyone that turned their back on family.
different wrestlers every week. But now it's okay, the Wyatt Six versus Chad Gable. What about the other people that got attacked? It's like we've left that there.
Yeah.
Now, it's kind of like,
It seems kind of weird, and I'm starting to lean towards what Angel is saying. But it's like, it's not that I don't care about the Wyatt Six, because I have all of the faith in Bo Dallas and that the Wyatt Six is going to eventually be a really cool thing. So I'm holding out on that, but I'm starting to lean on what Angel's saying for right now. It's like, right now, do I care about this storyline with Chad Gable and
No.
American Made? No, I don't. So
Was
I
it
agree
cool to
with you
see
on
his sister
that.
Abigail get put on Gable? Absolutely, it was. But that's to me like the highlight of this entire interaction was we got to see Uncle Howdy in the ring and he did have Sister Abigail. Cool. What next?
Which he looked jacked, by the way.
Because like, I feel like
Yeah, he did.
we
He did look
thought that we were getting this like invasion angle, right? Where like Wyatt Six is gonna invade Raw or SmackDown and they're gonna run roughshod through the locker room, cleaning them out. And instead, they become hyper fixated on this mid card faction. That's like, I agree with you, Cleto. What about everybody else that you attacked? And why are those people not?
with it.
Taking
Yeah, they're just
priority.
like, oh, that sucked that I got attacked by Wyatt Six that one time.
I'll
Oh
wait my
well,
turn.
like,
Yeah.
like maybe they'll come after me next.
Well, at least you didn't get a
like,
bullet in your head like Chad
Yeah.
Gable, I guess. Like,
so like, I agree. It's kind of weird booking how they're doing it right now.
but let me ask you this: what do you guys think about if we were to see? And this, I think you could make it make sense, but it would make things super interesting. What if we all of a sudden, like, because of the like McIntyre screwing with CM Punk's family, quote unquote, theoretically, if you saw the Wyatt Six get involved in that CM Punk drama with McIntyre, and it's like they start screwing with McIntyre because McIntyre's screwing with CM Punk's family.
I mean, those are guys that they need to go for, like higher
Yeah.
up
some
guys.
high card
Like,
guys.
because that would be a good, very easy CM Punk, obviously great on the mic. It'd be easy for him to verbally make a transition like acceptable. And then Drew is hardcore heel right now. So like he's an easy villain to where if Wyatt Six went after him, you know, it would be like
They'd
I
be
would
like
see
the
it
anti-heroes almost.
exactly. It would be. I mean, they're Sting. That's who they are. They're Sting of this era right now, lurking in the shadows to try and bring like the order, is what they are.
Justice.
Here's the thing with that. I wouldn't mind that at all. I think it'd be good TV. I don't know that I would want that like while CM Punk and Drew are still feuding. I would like that if they were going to do that to be at the end of CM Punk and Drew's feud.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like if they do it now, there's too many cooks in the kitchen. Like,
No, and I agree
because
with
you
that.
still
But
got
can you,
Seth, then you got CM Punk, then you got Drew
but could
McIntyre,
you
then you got CM Punk's
imagine
family.
that like McIntyre getting like kidnapped by the Wyatt Six, and we have weeks where you're getting the videos like in the form of Saul, where you've got McIntyre trapped like in the Wyatt funhouse or whatever, and he doesn't know, and all of a sudden like they break Drew McIntyre. Like, dude, I think Drew
Or-
could pull it off, bro. Like, I
or-
really think Drew could pull that off.
They try to do that, and then Drew McIntyre comes walking through the ring with like a lifeless, like Dexter Loomis or something, much
Yeah.
like he did with CM Punk. And then
Yeah.
it's like, oh yeah, you thought you could get me. I'm not Chad Gable, or I'm not like,
Yeah.
like, and then
He's
they
like, the problem with
really
it is-
go at it.
The problem with all of this is because I make the game.
All right, so real roundtable gang asked, what about Braun and Bronson?
Braun looked great. They are booking him like a monster.
Yeah.
And they should.
I say the same thing about Bronson Reed. I could not care less about Bronson Reed whenever he was in that. He was like the third wheel in the Intercontinental title race. But over the past couple weeks, as they've had him like losing it and just attacking people after the matches were over, I'm like,
Oh, we're getting Braun
Alright,
versus
like,
Braun.
I'll watch. Give me,
Braun
yeah, give
versus
me,
Braun,
give me
yeah.
Braun versus Bronson. Like,
Braun versus Braun versus Braun.
Spear.
You saw what I did
Dude,
there?
people were cheering him when he was destroying the Miz too. They were
Yeah.
cheering him. So I was like, whoa.
I didn't
Um,
appreciate him destroying Seth Rollins, I'll have to
well,
say.
yeah.
I took that personally.
What about Jade turning heel?
Made me a fan.
When she turns heel, is
Oh,
what
hey, bro.
roundtable gang.
Jade,
Leave a
Jade
comment.
as a heel is where it's at. She was a great heel, and hey, dude,
Yeah, and A Dubs. Yeah, I think
if
that's
it's in
needed
if
too.
it's in the right story, I'm down with it.
Turn on Bianca. That's what I want.
Gotta be the right story, but it would be really good if
See-
they do the writing correctly.
You can do Jade versus Bianca for not a title. I think that's pretty.
Mhm.
Go
that's
through Naomi first, though. You got to go through Naomi first.
Definitely a marquee
Oh,
match.
before
Or
she
they could
got-
do a custody battle of Naomi.
Hold on. Wait, you want Jade versus Bianca?
I know
Give him Naomi versus Bianca. Let's go.
Naomi
You
on
want
a
Jade
full
versus
match.
Bianca? Give us Naomi versus Naomi. Oh,
Give me
we got.
I want the
Oops,
Naomi on a pole.
Naomi.
Naomi versus her tights in every color.
or give me Bianca going heel on Jade. Like Jade wins everything and she gets jealous, and because Bianca was also a heel in NXT, she was pretty good at it
Yeah,
too.
she had a heel run in NXT.
She's been babyface the whole time, and SmackDown,
since her main roster, I believe so. Yeah, she's.
Uh,
Now they did that kind. Yeah, I would say she's been a face the whole time because like when she fought Becky was also a face, but that was more of like they're both just
Oh,
uber
that-
competitive and want to
that
be the
squash
best.
match?
It wasn't like
that SummerSlam squash match. Is that what you're talking about?
yeah.
Dude, they made that girl cry. I seen the backstage footage.
What?
Yeah, when Becky squashed her at SummerSlam, when she made her return in like a minute, that was bad. That was some bad storytelling back in the day.
Roundtable also says that he is not a Bloodline fan. Would you care to clarify? Are you not a fan of the overall story? Are you not a fan of like the Bloodline 2.0 with Solo Sikoa? Clarify that a little bit on where you stand with that. And then also Roundtable Gang says the best storyline right now is easily the love triangle. I agree. It's although I don't think it's much of a love triangle anymore. I think it's love on one side and very much hate on the other, but it certainly did start out as a love triangle. But yeah, I
Yep.
think that's I agree. I think that's the best story right now.
Yep.
Not to say that like here's what I'll say. I think that the Judgment Day story lends itself better to being a week in, week out slow grind on Monday Night Raw and PLEs and everything like that. The Bloodline to me feels like the better story when it comes to like Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, WrestleMania, like the big ones. I think Bloodline is better. But like week to week, give me Judgment Day.
100%. 100%.
Wow, I wonder who this guy is. I don't know what Mad Fizz means, man. I don't know what that means.
Is it like wheezing the juice?
Where's the juice? I don't know what that means, man. But people
Bro,
are going crazy.
Y'all never seen Encino Man? Come on, guys.
Y'all are annoying as
Juice.
hell.
It's
I don't know what Fizz
it's
means.
trending. It's trending.
Bro, you're the
Dang,
face
bro,
of the
you're
Fizz.
trending.
Hashtag Mad Fizz.
John,
Hashtag
you
Matt
made
Fizz.
it. You're the face of the Fizz.
The Fizz Master.
The Fizz boy. Fizz man.
Captain Fizz.
All right. Well, it's been a great show.
Peace out.
Do y'all have anything else y'all want to talk about? We've been going over an hour here.
Wrestle Feed, by the way, brought up the year anniversary of when Cody Rhodes said to JD McDonough that his head's so big, that little body, he's looking like a Funko Pop.
Well, he is Lord Farquaad, so
Lord
Not that
He's a
there's anything
monster.
wrong with this. This is just something I'm going to point out. JD McDonough looks like the world's tallest dwarf.
everyone tag Jay McDonough in the comments. Everyone tag him so he can see this and come on the show and defend himself if he has the balls.
It is on,
All right, y'all got anything else?
Someone drop a promo. It's been a minute. Someone drop a promo. Come on. I want to hear someone drop a promo.
Who wants to do it?
Cleto, you're overdue for a freaking promo.
Cleto has not cut a promo.
My kids are asleep right next door.
So it could be a quiet promo.
It could be a good promo. It could be a babyface promo. You don't have to go heel.
Yeah. Come on, dude. You don't gotta be Macho Man Randy Savage.
Just got the promo, Jack.
No, dude. I don't got it in me. Let me tell you something.
Oh, here it goes.
For all of you people out there saying that,
I think he's having a
wanna-
stroke.
dude, stop, man. You're really killing my fizz, bro.
You're harshing his
Yeah,
vibe, bro.
Fizz killer. Fizz killer
It's
over
that
here.
Sonic Chili Bowl.
When people say something, they want to be about somebody and they want to have people's back and they want to do things that benefit everybody. You better be about everybody and not about yourself. That's to all you people that are selfish. All you people that want to make it about you.
Drop a name, you won't.
Can't do it. You know who you are. That's all I
Giving
got.
Can't
Christopher-
do it.
It's giving Christopher Walken.
The thing.
I was thinking Bill Cosby.
Dick.
Pudding
The
pops.
funny, you come out here
Oh.
with the people and the wrestling.
You're talking
and
about
the
Bill-
violence.
Talking about Bill Cosby.
Whoa, bro.
Oh, it's too early.
Hey, he's
Is he out of jail?
People.
isn't he in jail?
I think he's out.
Oh yeah, he's about to
definitely-
die. Like what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Hey, man. Bill says the darndest things. Am I right?
It's Bill Cosby, bro. That's it.
That's all I got, dude.
All right. Well, that took a weird turn.
Another great week of Wrestle Talk.
Check out. Don't forget. Check out our new sponsor, Parts Unknown. You can go to the Parts Unknown website, or you can go to Heel Turn Terry's Instagram and click on the link in the bio to the Parts Unknown website. Check out this merch. Tyler's holding it up right now. That is one of many designs that he has. It's all throwback merch. They have Dragon Ball Z crossovers. They have all
I need
sorts of
that shirt.
stuff. So make sure that you check that out and support our channel by supporting our sponsor. And
Subscribe.
also, please like, comment, and subscribe to all things Athletically Declined Sports. And check us out on Friday as we compete. Tyler, give them some quick information about what we're doing
Yeah.
on Friday.
So Friday, me and my compadre, Mr. Fantasy, will be on ESPN 97.5. If you are not in the local Houston area, to get that channel, you can go to iHeartRadio and you can actually find it there, if I'm not mistaken. And we will be on at 6:15. That is our time spot. And we will be taking 3 questions on the 3 Houston sports teams, giving our takes, is what we're told. We are unaware of the actual questions. It will be on the spot, and then basically, no, not that one. The big 3. So
The
ones that are
Houston
important.
SaberCats.
Last one to win a
Yes.
title.
There it is.
Rugby team.
Yeah.
Who is the starter for the Houston SaberCats?
So anyway, yeah, we're gonna be doing that, and we will know whether we win or lose the same night, and then we
Oh,
will leave from
geez.
there, and we will be going, me and Cleto and Brooke, up to SneakerCon in Dallas, and that's gonna be dope too. And you can check out our sold out family, our other sponsor of Athletically Declined Sports as a whole, which is our boy Cleto, his company. And Cleto, if you want to like throw out the URL so everybody can go check that out for their shoe and apparel needs.
At Sold Out FTX. That's Sold Out SOLEDOUTFTX. Or you can go to www.soldoutftx.com for all of your apparel or kicks.
Great deals.
That counts as
They
a
don't
promo.
call him the shoe guy for nothing.
That counts
They
as a
have the
promo.
reverse Grinch Kobe's on the wall in case you're
I'm just
looking
an
for
honorary
them.
Roos today, baby.
He Uzi.
Juicy, juicy.
Oosey, he's juicy. Wow.
He Uzi with that fizz.
Cap, we're gonna be getting anything from ADG here soon. I know you got some stuff in the pipe.
Very soon, yes. Big news came out from Backyard Sports.
Mm.
It is
Pablo.
back. They will be
Pablo.
releasing new games, new shows, new content for all of us to play. So I will be getting day one access once it comes out. I will have Backyard Baseball, be playing that. Then supposedly they're
Pablo
supposed to be making-
Sanchez, greatest
Pablo
baseball
Sanchez,
player of
the
all
GOAT.
time.
Nerf.
He will be
nerf him.
drafted first round on the AD sports team. And yeah, once that gets released, I will be getting it and we'll be streaming it live Day one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
shout out to everyone in the comments tonight.
100%.
Appreciate it. Appreciate that. We're getting more interaction every show that we do. So it's awesome from where we started. So shout out to everyone here at Split Decision. I love talking wrestling with you guys every Wednesday.
And
Oh,
also, we have some big news coming soon. You'll have to stay tuned for that, for the show. A big change,
Oh
if you
yeah,
will.
change is coming. Winter is coming.
Winter is coming, Jon Snow.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
All right, and we've descended into Game of Thrones impressions, so I think it is a good time to say adios, and we will see you
Oi!
next week on Wrestle Wednesday
Hodor.
Live. And like
House
we
of
always,
Stock!
violence is always the answer.
Huzzah!
Winter is
Leicester.
coming.
Pardon my girth!
Lannisters pay their debts. Hodor,
The Red Wedding is here!
Valor Margulis, whatever